I remember. I remember. I remember. I remember things that I should not remember, things I wish I could not remember. Can't wait until the day that I would not remember. I remember way back when I was too young to know my age, too weak to fulfill my stage, and too dumb to write this page. I remember when I was two, just two. That's about the same age I learned to tie my shoe. I remember my mom and her husband, I used to smack her around and force himself inside of her like we weren't around. Me and my sister used to watch our moms get beaten till she fell to her feet, and she cried and we cried until we all fell asleep. I remember the day she left that nigga. After 2 years of beating, she finally left that nigga. I remember when my little brother was born. I remember the day they came home and how I held him in my arms. I remember what we ate that night. I remember it was chicken and I didn't finish my plate that night. I remember things that I should not remember, things I wish I could not remember. Can't wait until the day that I would not remember. I remember when I was 4 and I grabbed that 9. I remember it was a party downstairs and outside was sunshine. I remember the first time I pulled the trigger, no bullet came out. I aimed again and my little sister pulled the trigger and blacked the fuck out. I remember the stripes in that black leather belt and how that woke me up. I remember the fear in my little sister's eyes and how that choked me up. I remember months later when DSS took us away. I remember how we screamed for our mother who wasn't there because she was out picking up the food stamps that day. I remember the many nights that I cried and I cried and I cried because I missed my mother. There was nothing in this world I wouldn't give to hug or kiss my mother. I remember those dark nights. I remember those dark nights in that foster home. I remember things that I should not remember, things I wish I could not remember. Can't wait until the day that I would not remember. I remember when my mother got us back, she no longer believed in stability. But keeping us in one place for more than 6 months was out of her ability. But she tried as we cried as we moved from place to place. And we cried as she tried as each boyfriend changed from face to face. We lived in more than 5 hotels and moved in with more than 3 friends. We traveled to more than 5 shelters and stayed with more than 5 kids. We bounced around like kickballs, smacking the pavement floor. I remember when I turned 14, I couldn't take it anymore. Channeling my anger to sports, playing football, running track, doing everything I could to succeed so that when I leave, I wouldn't have to come back. I remember the many times my mother unknowingly clipped my wings. So when I turned 15, I fled the scene. I remember going back after I turned 16 just to leave once more before I turned 17. Just to leave again. Moved to Staten Island, New York. Start doing my thing. Looking for my bill so I can let freedom ring. I remember things that I should not remember. Things I wish I could not remember. Can't wait until the day that I would not remember. Damn. That's some real nigga shit for you.